So how's your summer been? Are you ready to go back to school? No, me either. But today I'm making an advice video and I'm going to give everyone 8 tips for surviving high school. This is especially helpful, I believe, for freshmen or incoming freshmen this year. However, these can be applied to anybody, so listen up for a better life. Okay, so tip number 1 is to be outgoing. My freshman year, I was just this little clam, and I was super reserved, and I didn't talk to anybody, and I didn't do anything. I didn't do any sports. I still don't do sports because sports fucking suck. I didn't do any clubs except for yearbook, and even then I just wasn't into it, and I was so just antisocial. I wanted to be by myself. Oh, I was so depressed that year too. Oh, I'm so happy that I was able to overcome social anxiety, and by the time I got to my sophomore year, join different clubs and meet a bunch of people and meet new friends, because otherwise high school would still be a hell. So I would just suggest getting a jump on that your freshman year and just join clubs that sound interesting, or even if they don't sound interesting, just join them and meet new people, because what else are you gonna do, you know? And if you play sports, then you're good. You suck, but you're good. Okay, so tip number 2 is to be yourself. And this is the most cliche high school thing that everyone is always told, and you've probably heard this a billion times. You're like, I don't even know who I am, and that's okay. My freshman year going into high school, I had no idea who I was, and everyone was always be yourself, and I was but I don't even know who myself is. And then, from figuring out who I am and learning to be comfortable in my own skin, I was able to follow the step really well. And being yourself allows you to be confident in yourself, and it allows you to be careless, and allows you to wear weird shit like I'm wearing right now. But being yourself is probably the biggest thing ever, because no one else can be you, and no one else can be you better than you. So being yourself allows you to be super confident, and allows you to be more outgoing than you already were initially, and it's just a great thing to do. So kind of sliding into tip number 3, which is be confident. Like I said, being yourself allows you to be more confident, and being confident in yourself allows you to be more outgoing. Oh my god, they're all tying together. But being confident is so great, because if you think that you are the prima donna bitch on top of the world, no one else can touch you. I mean, I wasn't confident until my sophomore year. Oh my god, your freshman year sucked. I know. But my sophomore year, I allowed myself to be confident, and I was this is going to be such a much better year. And I remember it was October or something, and I always wore hoodies and skinny jeans to school, and that was the extent of my fashion. And I remember one day I had this box of bow ties, and I just decided, I was I want to wear these. I don't wear them. So I put on a dress shirt, and I tucked it in, and I buttoned it up to the top button, and I put on a bow tie, and I wore that. And ever since, I don't wear normal clothes to school anymore. I very rarely wear sweatpants, and I very rarely wear a hoodie outside of my house. Instead, I like to wear clothes that make me feel comfortable and happy with who I am, which is usually button-up shirts and big baggy sweaters like this, and overalls, and just stuff that most people would be never caught dead in, especially guys, because guys are the lamest people in the entire world, especially when it comes to fashion. They're and you're shut the fuck up with your Brett Favre jersey on for the 4th day in a row, and why don't you take a shower, you piece of shit? Okay, so tip number 4, don't be afraid. And this can apply to everything. Don't be afraid to be outgoing, don't be afraid to be yourself, don't be afraid to be confident. If you're failing a class, don't be afraid to ask the teacher for help. If you're bullied, don't be afraid to ask the teacher for help. If you're struggling to make friends, don't be afraid to talk to someone new. If you're afraid to join a club, don't be afraid to join one. Just don't be afraid with anything you do in high school, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and high school is going to go by in a flash. And while you're going through it, it's going to seem super slow, but it feels like yesterday I was a freshman, and now I am already going into my senior year, and I'm gonna have to enter the real world soon. But it's okay, because I am sticking to these tips now, and I'm not afraid to be afraid and go into unknown events and allow them to change my life. And I'm talking with my hands a lot in this video. So, step number 5, don't trip in the hallway. Step number 6, like I said before, although this is kind of like singularized, don't be afraid to meet new people. And I know that I just said don't be afraid, but I just wanted to single out this specifically is don't be afraid to meet new people. Whether it's someone new in your class or someone new in your club or someone new in your sports, don't be afraid to talk to them and get to know them a little better, because who knows, they might just be your next best friend. Okay, number 7's a big one, and I feel like this especially happens for girls more than it does for guys. But don't worry about losing old friends or making new ones, because everyone is going to lose half of their friend group in high school, whether you like it or not. Some people lose more, some people lose all, some people don't lose any. Most people lose about half of their old friends in high school. And it's going to suck when it's happening, and this usually happens your freshman year because everyone's going through that 8th grade, 9th grade transition where you like come from middle school together, but then you get to high school and you meet a bunch of new people, and then like you break off into different groups. I mean, you're gonna be like, that person's such a fake friend, but really, they've just grown in a different way than you have, and that's not something that's bad, it's just that you're not the same people anymore, and you need to acknowledge that, and you shouldn't be concerned about that. I mean, if your friend's heading down a wrong path, like they start doing like hardcore drugs and smoking and drinking and skipping classes, maybe you should like try and talk to them if they were like really close with you. But if like your friend's hanging out with new people and they're hanging out with you less, and they seem happy with these people, and these people are a positive group, and they're challenging this person to be their best, then don't worry about it. Worry about yourself, bitch. And then step number 8, stay positive. And being positive can greatly impact everything, because if you go into high school and you're this negative person, no one's going to want to talk to you or be your friend, and no one's going to acknowledge you, and it's just going to be terrible, and you're going to go into all these like experiences and you're going to be like, well, this fucking sucks. Like, no, bitch, it's a new experience. Make it the best that it can be. Whenever I go into something new or I'm meeting something new, I like to stay as positive as I can be, because if I'm negative, then I'm going to go into it and not end up liking anything about it, and then I'm just going to have a sucky experience all around. And like, maybe like you could find your favorite new person on this experience, or maybe you could find out that you actually like something about this experience and you'd want to do it again. So just be positive, because if you're positive, the best of the best can come out of the situation, and if you're negative, then the worst of the worst can come out of the situation, and that's all that I gotta say about that. So, yeah. I hope that you're going to find this advice helpful, and I hope that you're going to stick through this advice throughout high school, whether you're an incoming freshman, a returning sophomore or junior, or it's your last year in high school as a senior. No matter what, I hope that you're able to just warp this stuff around your mind and be able to digest it and take it to heart. Yeah, that's all that I gotta say. Hit the like button, comment down below, what's your favorite popsicle flavor? I don't fucking know, just comment something, because otherwise the comment section looks lonely and I don't have anything to reply to. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. I will be making them more throughout the school year. It's just that in the summer I was unmotivated to do it, but when school starts I get more motivated with my life, so don't worry about me not making videos. I know that I didn't make them for like 3 months the entire summer, but that's just because I'm a lazy fuck, so yeah. Oh my god, my voice just cracked. Bye!
That was disgusting. I hate my life. I need hand sanitizer and a washcloth for my feet.
We survived the dark.
I literally hate my life.